Fox 10 News at 9.
Now at 9, a candlelight memorial honoring the life of Preston Lord. Hear from friends and family in the East Valley. 2 children pulled from backyard pools, one in critical condition, the other did not survive. Plus a trail of destruction across the Midwest following a string of deadly tornadoes. But first tonight, a police shooting in the West Valley is under investigation. It happened near 51st Avenue in Glendale right around 4 o'clock. No officers were hurt, but we're told an officer did shoot a suspect who is expected to survive. No word yet what led up to the shootings. Now to a candlelight vigil for Preston Lord, the 16-year-old beaten at a Halloween party last year. His friends and family getting together tonight as the defendants begin to go to court. Fox 10's Kenzie Beach has more.
On the 6-month anniversary of Preston Lord's death, an entire community is showing their love and support to the Lord family as they walk through grief.
Just know that we're all praying for him and hoping that there's justice soon.
Orange carnations and roses with handwritten and hand-tied messages is just one way people across the valley are showing up for the Lord family.
Praying for your family every night. Stay strong. You are loved.
So I wrote, "You and your family are in our thoughts and prayers always."
As the months pass, Ann Doucette says the support groups continue to grow.
Grief is such a taboo subject that not a lot of people talk about, and it's really encouraging to see the community to come around and support the Lord family.
With 7 arrests and indictments, there is still a long road ahead for justice.
We just have to continue to support the Lord family and just love them through that process because it's such a difficult process.
All the flowers and heartfelt messages will go to Preston's mom and stepmom. It's still a long road ahead for the Lord family as this heads to trial. In Queen Creek, Kenzie Beach, Fox 10 News.
A 2-year-old is dead after falling into a backyard pool. It happened this afternoon near 39th Avenue in Maryland. We're told the boy was given CPR until first responders arrived and died at the hospital. It's unclear how he got into the water or how long he was there. A second 2-year-old boy is in critical condition tonight after being pulled from a pool. It happened around 2 o'clock near Miller and Broadway. Police tell us the pool does not have a fence around it, but no other details have been released. Cooling centers are opening this week as summertime temperatures return to the valley. Chandler is opening 9 heat relief centers on May 1st, the same day as Maricopa County opens several sites of its own. This year, the cooling centers have something new: products for pets like doggy shoes and water bowls. Plus, we have a link to the county's Heat Relief Network website at fox10phoenix.com. Crystal Ortiz is tracking the temperatures for us tonight, and you can probably guess which way they are heading, right, Crystal?
Yeah, down to the 20s. Brian. No, we are going up. We know what time of year it is. Today was a little warmer than yesterday, and man, we're going to totally notice the difference rather as we get to the work week. So take a look. This is the record book for today. We made it to 88 for a high temperature. That is perfectly average. That's the normal temperature for the date. 104 the record, though that was set back in 1992, so at least we weren't there. And then look at the morning temp. Not bad. We were at 62 degrees. That will also be on the climb the next few days, and you can see why. There's nothing moving our direction at this point. All the moisture is off to the east of us, and now we've got that area of dry air that's going to start boiling our temperatures. Look at tomorrow, 66 degrees by 7 a.m. By 4 in the afternoon, we're at 91 degrees, and tomorrow is one of the cooler days on the 10-day forecast. We'll talk more about what to expect and if we've got triple digits in our future. Coming up.
Thank you, Crystal. A busy day for the Phoenix Fire Department, tackling at least 4 fires across the city. One of them here, a trailer fire near 40th Avenue in Van Buren. A mobile home caught fire around 6 this morning, now a total loss. No other homes were damaged and no word how it started. A little later, this fire at a metal recycling plant near 35th Avenue and Lower Buckeye Road. Fire crews worked with the employees to stop the flames from spreading, and no one was hurt. And now to an update on breaking news from last night at 10. Phoenix fire crews put out a fire at a commercial building near 59th Avenue and Buckeye Road. No reports of injuries or how it started. New details tonight after more than 70 arrests during a demonstration at ASU. It happened early Saturday morning when most of the media was gone, but 2 student journalists working for the school newspaper saw it all.
11 p.m. Friday night, the ASU deadline for the protesters to leave Old Main Lawn.
The pro-Palestine demonstration's large encampment considered a violation of university policy.
Definitely feel tension. There's tension everywhere.
Students Sophia and Paul work for the State Press, ASU's student newspaper, and they say it was clear they were witnessing history.
I wonder if the images that Sophia is taking here today will be in future ASU textbooks. And that made me have to sit down and really think about it.
And they say things escalated just before midnight.
They started kind of over here on this end with state troopers in riot gear to make a line and start pushing forward.
At least 72 demonstrators were arrested, their encampment torn down.
I would say it was very intense. You can definitely see the emotions of these demonstrators and how their reactions to the police and the police marching towards University Drive.
I wasn't scared, I wasn't necessarily intimidated. It was more just, it felt significant because ASU is just one of a few campuses that were contributing to these protests across the country.
A state senator indicted for the fake elector scheme will represent Arizona's Republican Party on the national stage. Jake Hoffman will be the RNC National Committeeman for Arizona. He's also one of 18 people indicted last week on fraud and conspiracy charges. Hoffman and 10 other Arizonans signed a document in 2020 claiming they were Arizona electors when they were not. Allegedly part of a scheme to give Arizona's electoral votes to Donald Trump, even though Joe Biden carried the state. Hoffman says he is innocent. Democrats released their own statement tonight. They call the move the latest example of the Republican Party following the wants of Donald Trump over the will of Arizonans. The state Senate is expected to vote on Arizona's 160-year-old abortion ban this week. The 1864 law bans all abortions unless the mother's life is at risk. It could take effect as soon as June 8th. The Arizona House voted to repeal the law last week.
What we're trying to do is work as hard as we can to make sure that our effort is successful unless and until that repeal happens and thereafter, because it's really the only way to ensure that Arizonans know what their rights are and those rights are protected.
If a repeal is passed, Governor Katie Hobbs is expected to sign it into law and bring back a 15-week abortion ban passed in 2022. The I-40 in northern Arizona is back open tonight following a fiery train derailment. An orange fireball over the scene on Friday. About a half dozen cars jumped the tracks, some carrying propane which caught fire. And a stretch of the highway near the New Mexico border was shut down and nearby homes evacuated. That has been lifted tonight, and officials say the air quality is fine. A few traffic tie-ups in the valley tonight. This one anyway, a two-vehicle crash involving a motorcycle. A live look from our ADOT camera in Surprise near the US 60 and 163rd Avenue. We're told there were injuries on the scene, but it's unclear how bad they are. An area you might want to avoid for the next few hours. Work crews are coming to State Route 88 to repair damage to the Apache Trail. Floods in 2019 forced a 5-mile stretch to close east of Tortilla Flat, the fastest way to get from the valley up to Roosevelt Lake. The $4 million project will remove debris and reinforce the roadway to allow some traffic to get through. The work begins this summer and should last the rest of the year. Up next, new video tonight of a deadly shooting in southern Arizona. The suspect accused of opening fire on deputies more than 400 times. Plus, a Valley Dog Rescue needs help this summer. All of its AC units are on their last legs. How you can help out. And storms lighting up the skies over the Midwest and causing death and destruction down below.